Hello everybody, welcome to the Mystery Steamboat channel. If you subscribed already, a big thumbs up to you. If you're not subscribed, there's a button for subscriptions, a little bell for notifications when I upload a new video. Now this little series is called My Favourites. It could be a top 10 of my favourite subject. So it might be books, it could be CDs, it could be movies, it could be TV. Let's just see what this episode is all about. Right, today's little list is my top 10 favourite Carrion movies. I probably shouldn't do this list because every time they pop up on telly, be it ITV1, ITV2, ITV3, I say to my wife, oh, this is my favourite one, we have to watch it, because I want to watch them all. So I'm going to do my little list. As I'm talking, there's going to be little images pop up on the screen because I have got a few Carrion autographs. I've got Barbara Windsor, that's a really cool one. That one was from Carrion Again Doctor, I believe that image was. I've got obviously, the name escapes me now, the one is in all of them. Jim Dow, that's it, he's already popped up. And then there's the two girls that pop up in Carrion Abroad. Google them, I forget their bloody names now. Oops, sorry I swore again, I forget their names now. But yeah, so I've got a few autographs, but anyway, onto the list. I'm going to do this in order, because I have got a good order on this one. Number 10 on my list is Carrion at Your Convenience. That one was set basically in the factory where they make toilets. So it was kind of funny. It's kind of funny at the end when they all sort of go down to Brighton for the day. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I think at that point the Carrion films were starting to go a little bit downhill a little bit, but that was still a good one. The next one, number 9 on my list, is Carrion Follow That Camel. Now the standout one for that one, he only appeared in one Carrion film. He had Phil Silvers from the Phil Silvers show in America from the 60s. He popped up in that and he was pretty much playing Phil Silvers as in Sergeant Bilko, I think he was, wasn't he? But that's a good film as well. I do like that one as well. The next one is Carrion Cruising. I love that one. I just love that one. There's a bit at the start of the film. You've got Lance Percival and he comes in, he's wearing his chef outfit because he's the chef. And Sid James, who's the captain, is like, he doesn't like new faces. Who are you? And it's like Kenneth Williams. Who are you? Kenneth Connor. Then he goes, who are you? To Lance Percival. And Lance Percival goes, take a wild guess. And it's just the way he does it. I laugh every time at that. Take a wild guess. So that's a funny one. The next one, number 6 on the list. 6 here. I should have wrote numbers down. Number 6 on the list is Carrion Sergeant. That was the very, very first Carrion film. In some ways, it didn't feel like a Carrion film. Some of the early Carrion films didn't feel like Carrion films. They felt more like Ealing comedies. If you watch Ealing comedies, there was lots of those. Like Alec Guinness was in quite a few, the Lady Killers and stuff like that. It felt more like that. But the reason why that's there is it has got Kenneth Williams in it. He's pretty much been in it from day one. He's also got William Hartnell. William Hartnell is, as you may or may not know, depending on your age, was the very first Doctor Who. It was just a good one. I do like that one a lot. Of all the older ones, that's my favourite one. The next one is number 6, that could be number 7, is Carrion Up the Jungle. Carrion Up the Jungle. That was funny. You had Tonga, stick it up your jumper, something like that, wasn't it? But what I loved that one, although he was in a couple of Carrion films, this is the one I loved him in the most, was Frankie Howard. Oh, no! And he's doing all of that, and it's just brilliant. Brilliant, I love that one. Next one, number 5, is Carrion Cleo. I do watch that one an awful lot, Carrion Cleo. I do like Carrion Cleo. Jim Dow, brilliant in it. Kenneth Connor, brilliant in it. There is Alma Barry, is it? Amanda Barry. I'm thinking Alma's when she was in Coronation Street. Amanda Barry is quite good. Sid James really good. You know, it was a good film. I do like that one a lot. I like that a lot. Number 4 on my list is Don't Lose Your Head. That's with the black fingernail with Madame Guillotine, and that's a good one as well. Do like that one a lot. Number 3 on my list is Carrion Up the Khyber. That's when they go. It's set in India and the Khyber Pass. Kenneth Williams plays the I forget his name. I should know the names. I should know them. That's why I had to keep on watching them because I can't remember all their names. Not bunged it in. I think that was Bernie Breslaw. Bernard Breslaw. Okay, I'll say Bernie. Bernard Breslaw. He was always like a double act with Sid James, and his catchphrase was, "Oh, I only asked." A little bit of trivia here for you. If you've ever watched Carrion films, most people have. Bernard Breslaw, you probably know him. I might even put a little link so just to remind you what his face. A little snippet of topical but non-topical, information. He was one of the Ice Warriors in Doctor Who. He dressed up in the Ice Warrior suit in Patrick Troughton era. So he's every time you watch a Patrick Troughton, you see the Ice Warriors. That's Bernard Breslaw in that one. He popped up in that one. Second on my list, and you're probably going to think it's the wrong reasons, but I tell you why, is Carry-On Camping. Now, most people, when they watch Carry-On Camping, think of the scene with Barbara Windsor, with all the girls, and Hattie Jakes and Kenneth Williams doing, and fling, and fling, and fling, and then bra flings off, and she goes, oh, like that. That's not what makes the film funny for me. What makes the film funny for me is Terry Scott. Terry Scott from Terry and June. He's popped up in a few Carry-On films. In that film, he absolutely steals the film for me. His comic timing, his jokes. I just love Terry Scott in that film. Just love him in that. He's been in other films, obviously, not Carry-On films, but that one film, him and his wife who laughs like a horse. Love Carry-On Camping for Terry Scott. But my number one film, which may surprise you, it may not, because you might think, oh, they should have been up the list. For me, my favourite Carry-On film is Carry-On Abroad. I just love that film. I just can never get tired of watching that film. There's just so many bits I love about that film. Just love it. Like, I'm not even going to talk about it. Just watch them. Just watch them. Next time I'm on ITV 1, 2, 3, watch them. If you're in another country, I presume Carry-On have appeared at some point. Track them down on whatever network they're on. If not, they may be on YouTube. I don't know. Because they're longer things, I don't know. But do track them down. If you think, oh, perhaps I should watch a Carry-On film because you are non-British, check on eBay. Check on one of those, don't do the bottom end, do the top 5 because they are, or even the top 6. They are the better ones. And then it's typical British humour from the 60s. A lot of double entendres, but Carry-On just rocks. Thanks for watching. There'll be another episode soon of what my next set of favourite top 10s are. What will they be?